Hi everyone, this is only a short one from me. It's kind of a sneaky announcement that myself and Dannul daily, my narrator, we've been working on in the background. We've come up with a bit of a plan that I hope you're all going to enjoy. So around the release of The Raven, which is it's got quite an interesting release. I'll bring it up on the screen over here in a second. So on October the 1st, you've got episode 1, which is the first in 6 novella length installments of The Raven. I've put them as episodes because in my head it's like a TV show. So episode 1 comes out on October the 1st. That's going to be available for audiobook, books 1 to 3 and then 4 to 6. But what we're going to do as a bit of a treat is release book 1 on here on YouTube. So if you want to get subscribing, you'll get the notifications when it goes live, and we'll be releasing the chapters so that you can listen along and read it. So October the 1st being book 1 on its own. October the 3rd is going to be books 1 to 3 as a collective, as one, like the first half of the series, and it'll all make sense as you read it. October the 10th will be books 4 to 6. So you'll get the conclusion. So there's literally a week between it. I wanted that rapid fire release. And then at the very end of October, I'm going to release an Amazon exclusive special, which will be books 1 to 6 all together as one goer. And there'll be additional bonus features in the back of that. But that will only be through Amazon. With books 1 to 3 and 4 to 6, we are looking at, you are going to get some pretty cool stuff in there as well. But they are going to be widely available, so you'll be able to download it from your favorite retailers. It will be on Apple, it will be on Kobo, it's definitely going to be on Kindle. It will be paperback and hardback as well, and we're also going to be making it wide with the audiobook version across an even greater audience this time. So we are looking at more than just your Audible options, so you should be able to get it hopefully on Spotify and everything else. But we've worked really hard on this. Dannul is an amazing narrator, and it's not the first project we've worked together on. We did our Reaper's Journey series together. We've moved on together now, and I am so proud of what he's done with it. Obviously, I bring the story to the page. He just brings it alive with the characters. So we'll give you a little bit of a taste, and this is just a tiny teaser of what's coming. But as I say, we're going to make book 1 on here on YouTube, so you can listen to it, see some of the visuals that I've managed to put together to bring the story alive. For those of you who have been following me on social media, you'll see that a lot of these images have been coming out, but there's also some exclusives in there just to edge you along with that story. But we'll release it on YouTube so you can experience it yourself. But then from there, anything beyond episode 1, you've got to go out and get it in whatever format you want. We all know, or if you've ever followed me, you know the passion that this story is with me and how big I want it to be. This isn't just one that I want to release and let go. I've already won the awards with the screenplay adaptation. It is currently under consideration for production. Whether or not that will come to fruition, I don't know, but all it's saying is there's an idea here that's been brewing in my brain for 25 years. I'm blessed to have worked with Dannul to bring it alive for me, because he's got as much passion for the series as I have, which is a big ask, I know. But you've had enough of me talking. Over to the tiniest snippet before we release at the start of October, but hopefully you'll love it as much as I do.
If you're all right talking about it, I'd like to ask some more questions and see if I can't get through what you believe is true and find out what is actually the truth. Whatever you like, Kimberly. I'm happy for you to waste some time trying to decipher something that isn't there. Do you have siblings? No. I was an only child. My dad got injured in the factory after I was born. Almost killed him. But it meant he couldn't have any more children. And your mother? She was lost. John struggled to hide the sudden wave of pain that boiled from his stomach. She did everything she could to support an old man, but she had her demons. The year I joined the police, they found her in the Thames, drowned in a drunken stupor. John fought to hide back the sea of emotion that consumed him, grateful for the respectful silence. John watched as Kimberly scribbled a handful of notes on her paper. When she had finished writing, he had composed himself enough to carry on. How did that affect you, your mother's death? I threw myself into work. Dad took it bad. He did the same, and we drifted apart. I found a new family in the police, and I wanted to make her proud. I'm sure she was. I'm sure she was a drunk who couldn't care less. John's sudden cold reply caught Kimberly by surprise. I appreciate the sympathy, I really do. But I've lived long enough to realize she was gone because of the life choices she made. It may sound cold and callous, but it's the bitter truth of it all. Yes, at the time, I thought I was making her proud, but having had time to think about it, it was the whimsical dreams of an immature young man. I think we should move past that then, Kimberly offered, once again circling a word in the center of the page. What about your job? What did you do in the police? Maybe I should show you. I beg your pardon? I'm not blind. I can see your expression, and maybe the only way I can convince you is to show you. And how would you do that? Kimberly felt a wave of unease as John shuffled to sit on the edge of his seat and placed both his hands down on the table. Rolling up his sleeves, Kimberly noticed a jet-black bird in mid-flight on his right forearm. What type of bird is that? It's a raven, but that'll all make sense when I show you. John wiggled his fingers, making it appear that the inked raven was moving on his flesh. Take my hands, and I'll show you.